Michael Knowles with Keller Williams Memorial here, and today I want to discuss Houston zoning, or more to the point, lack of zoning. Sometimes I work with buyers new to the Houston area that say, I don't want to buy in a community with an HOA. Houston, Texas is the largest metro area with very little zoning laws. That's why some of our oldest neighborhoods like Montrose and the Heights feel so eclectic. You might find a townhouse development of 6 homes next to an 80-year-old house across the street from an old house turned into a law office, and further down the same street an industrial storage yard. Well, developers as early as the late 1940s figured out some home buyers didn't like the idea of living that close to such craziness. So they began to incorporate HOAs, or home owner associations, into the first planned communities. Now, in the early days, these were voluntary HOAs, which meant the dues were more like donations and every homeowner could choose to contribute or not. Critically though, it allowed them to write deed restrictions that would prevent businesses from operating in the community. Garden Oaks and Oak Forest are examples of these early communities with voluntary HOAs. By the mid to late 1960s, the developers started to make more and more HOAs mandatory, which allowed them to raise funds through annual dues and also enabled them to enforce the deed restrictions more effectively. By the late 1990s, most large master planned communities had HOAs with very specific deeds that could specify details like what types of landscaping a homeowner can have, but also offer many great amenities like parks, pools, and playgrounds, as well as community centers, gyms, and walking paths. While some might find these rules overbearing, others like the consistency they bring to the community. Houston has become a city where local HOAs serve some of the purposes that city zoning laws would address. Let me know how our city's lack of zoning and active HOAs has impacted you in the comments below. As always, I'll be honored to help you or anyone you care about with any real estate needs. Thanks.